welcome back to Istanbul.
Good morning.
So yesterday we had about a 6-hour trip from Gallipoli back to Istanbul. It is must be day 10 today?
Yeah, day 10. So today we're back on the European side, which we didn't get a chance to explore last time, so we're very excited about that. And today we're doing a city tour, so no more bus, we're just walking around.
We had to say goodbye to our Travel Talk bus that we've been sitting on for...
Our home.
Yeah, it's felt like home for a little while.
Our city tour kicks off with the Blue Mosque, which we're very excited about, and also the Hagia Sophia. And there's going to be a few other stops in between.
Oh, let's walk around this guy, sorry.
And then we're going to cap it all off with a cruise down the Bosphorus. So apparently we can grab a couple of drinks.
That sounds very nice.
Yeah, see both sides from the Bosphorus Strait.
And what that little hand thing? We should mention that because someone's going to ask what's in our ear.
This is our sexy little, what is it called? An earpiece.
Like a headset, yeah.
To hear.
So because of the size of our group, when we're in the mosque and stuff, Kev can't be yelling out to us. We're 40 people.
Yeah.
So we've got a headset today to help get a bunch of information and some context. Is it?
I think we're missing some information actually.
We should go join the group.
Still on our way to our first stop, but we are currently in an area known as the Hippodrome, which we just found out is like 300 meters long, and it's where they used to have their sporting events. So Kev, our guide, was explaining it's kind of like their Olympic Games that they used to have here. And we also found out that their national sport is oil wrestling, which I had no idea about. He said it's harder than it looks, but there's no way that... You want to have a try?
No,
You want to give it a go? We also found out that there are two major landmarks in this area. One has something to do with Germany and one has something to do with Egypt. We won't go into the full history, but it's just nice wandering through here, taking in the sun. It's great.
Just about to head into the Blue Mosque now. A couple of things that I picked up there that was interesting is most people think that Istanbul is the capital of Turkey, and it's not. It's actually Ankara. Strategically, you don't want your capital to be in a situation or a location that is easy to conquer or easy to reach. And Istanbul is because of its...
Where it sits on the map.
Yeah, where it sits in terms of the water that surrounds it. So it's always been Ankara, and a lot of people come here and just assume, I think, that Istanbul is because it's the largest airport,
city,
it's the biggest and everything. So we're just walking now into the Blue Mosque.
So
what did you pick up?
The thing that I picked up, the Blue Mosque is not actually blue. The reason it's called that is because of the blue tiles that are on the inside, but unfortunately it's being renovated at the moment. So we might not be able to get to see them, but we'll head in and check it out.
So we're just in a courtyard now. Wow. It's a different feeling in here, isn't there? So to enter the mosque you have to walk through almost like a little checkpoint area. The ladies have to wear headscarves and everybody needs to have a long sleeve on and long pants on. So even the guys that walk around that had shorts on have had to put a little bit of a wrap on them. Stacey's got a scarf that she's put on there, otherwise they give them to the ladies for free. So even though there's rules in place, it's nice to know that you can come sort of be a little bit unprepared and still get what you need to be able to get in. You can hear in the background maybe some of the renovations that are going on. We're about to walk in now. There's a lot of people and I think it's about 9 o'clock in the morning and it's already really, really busy. A little bit of a shame. These are not just a couple of renovations, are they?
No, you can tell that the restorations are going to take a long time. There are cardboard pillars everywhere. You can't see the dome. There's scaffolding everywhere. They've done like the best that they can to make it still feel inviting, and I can understand that it needs to be updated and
preserved, yeah.
But
it's a shame for us.
I would be lying if I said I wasn't a little bit disappointed.
Yeah. Two reasons why this was sort of special. The first one is this mosque has 6 pillars. I can't recall the exact... Minarets.
Yeah.
Which is very unique. Normally there's 4. And the reason it's called the Blue Mosque is because normally we'd be able to show more of that and see more of it for ourselves, but there's 22,000 blue tiles around the outside. There's a couple in the background that you might be able to pick up. So we've got a bit of time that we're going to walk around and explore a little bit. We had to take our shoes off. We're walking on some really plush carpet, which is nice.
Shoes.
but it's hard because literally more than half of the area has been blocked off for us.
Yeah, even the outside is blocked off too.
Yeah. Still,
So, yeah.
one of those things that we really wanted to see. Glad we're here. But sometimes things don't always go to plan, and
that's
we'll
okay.
take it for what it is. There's the Blue Mosque in the background. We've come out into this square here now, and you can just see the scale of people. It's really lifting up. We're about 10:30 now already, and it is just absolutely packed. We're queuing to get into. We're about to queue to get into the Hagia Sophia, which is a museum here. It's one of the other top things to do. We're just about to have a look over here. There's a sign that says the largest carpet of tulips in the world, and it looks like it's some colourful thing just through the gap there. So we'll take a look at that, and then I think we've got to go and join quite a significant queue just in behind the dude in the Simit cart there to go and join lots of people to get inside. They confiscated my microphone on the way in, so sorry if this is a bit echoey. This building is a lot more impressive than what we just saw at the Blue Mosque. That's not to say that that is necessarily always the case, but from what we saw with the renovations and stuff going on, yeah, this is definitely a lot more impressive. Just purely because, well, one, we can actually properly see the dome and appreciate it and see all of the murals and everything on there, some of which have been repainted actually. You can see like this one here, completely different color structure compared to the one next to it. And it feels a lot larger just because it's actually open. In fact, it must, oh actually, I lied, there is construction in this one as well. Maybe the floor space on this one actually is bigger. That was really challenging in there trying to film, and especially without a microphone and with so many people. So we did confirm though that the Hagia Sophia is both larger and older than the Blue Mosque, and debatably a lot of people think that it is the more beautiful of the two, and I have to kind of, do you tend to agree with that as well?
Yeah, I think so.
More beautiful. It's a mixture as well of Christian and Islam, so it's very unique in the sense that there's two religions existing within the same church. Now that we've left, we've escaped some of the people we were trying to make ourselves happy. We've come to a place that has baklava and Turkish delight, and completely overwhelmed by the decisions, but we've got a couple of options here.
Okay, so start with the Turkish delight. This one is coffee with marshmallow. This one we've tried on the bus actually a few days ago,
Did we?
but it didn't have the chocolate. So this is pomegranate, pistachio, and then it's got chocolate around it. And then,
So those are the Turkish delights.
yeah, around the outside. This is baklava. This one here is almond with chocolate on top. This is the most traditional one, which is just pistachios. And then this one is probably the least traditional, which is chocolate with pistachios.
The guy said it was his favourite, so we went for it.
And then this one is super random. I can't remember what the name is, but it's noodles,
Yeah.
is the way it was described to us.
Oh, it's really thick and gooey on the bottom, but very firm. That's special. So the bottom is like I said, firm and kind of gooey. It almost has like maple syrupy kind of flavour in there, and the top is crispy and dry. So you sort of get sweet and crispy and gooey all at the same time.
There are so many more things that you can do on the Istanbul European side, from Galata
so many
Tower
sites.
to Grand Bazaar. There were so many things that we wanted to do, but unfortunately we just didn't have the time. So
And the afternoon was sort of wrapped up, well, the evening, because this is our last day of the travel talk tour anyway. We're spending a few hours on a Bosphorus cruise, which is a really nice way to wrap it up. So we all grabbed a couple of drinks, walked through town, and went down and jumped on this boat for a few hours.
So that's a wrap on our 11-day Anzac tour. It was amazing.
So went 11 days was like...
Oh, it went so fast. We did get a lot of messages from people asking whether they should do a travel talk tour. So we think it's for people who want like a budget-friendly tour, people who have a limited amount of time and want to see a lot of things. People, maybe a bit of a younger demographic than ourselves who can handle the late nights and early mornings. But it was awesome. It was cool to meet people and see so much of Turkey.
Yeah, it was faster for the for our way of travel, but that was good in the sense that we got to tick off the two things that we really wanted to do that would have been hard to travel to by ourselves, which was Anzac experience and the hot air ballooning as well. So for those alone, it was worth it. And because we didn't have to plan anything, to sit back and just sort of be told, be there at 6 a.m. with your bag, we're on the road again, just made life so much easier. So I absolutely loved it. And people that did the other tours with Travel Talk, some of the people had already done multiple others, and they all had really similar feedback. Really. Yeah. So this might not be our last video from Turkey. We think we've got one more to come. We haven't filmed it yet, but you'll find out.
You'll see it soon.
In a couple of days anyway. So thank you so much for watching.
And we'll catch you in the comments.
Bye.
And apparently we're going to get a couple of... apparently we're going to get hit by a bus.
Little cruise on the Bosphorus. We think it's it's quite dark. Sorry about that. We think it's...
See me.